here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This is Allen on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Ready? Hey, check that, street. Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's complete to Wilson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
19
Takes it straight ahead. Breaks the tackle, still going. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from an excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's on the move. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. We give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he rocks the tackler. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action on 1st down. This pass caught by Allen. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 back, 18 back.
Here's Lance now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 3rd down now.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing his Lance. He's got him. That's McBride. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one's complete, right side.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield and the big play follows.
Third down, 1 yard to go. And he gets in, touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Hall once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 41.
60 Bobcat. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Milton to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's the end of our first. for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have second down behind the sticks. A give left side for Hall. Great run here. He's across the 35. Powering across for the touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Jets tie things up at 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Allen. And he gets him around 6 there. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 36. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. And in for the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Hall gets it again on second down. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go. Big alert. Big alert. Check out.
Coming right is Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Crosses the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's complete to Jackson. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game at 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
On the ready.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kit, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Raiders looking at 2nd and 3. Throwing now, off play action. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. The Jets take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now it's Lance. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
They bring the tight end in motion.
Check go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Ready.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
I'm not lying. Go.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go, Jack. Go, Jack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down. Back to throw, it's Lance. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield. 2nd and 3 now.
from the 43. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Buys time, rolling right. Throwing deep for the... He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a lead on the final play of the half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Milton. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. They go right back to Hall. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Stephanie! Go!
To throw, Milton. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Hall running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll go right side with Hall. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Calling about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Viking 18! Hey, hey! Check that! Check that! Smash! Smash!
They run. Here's Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Alert!
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Hut, hut.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he only gets this one down to the 9. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Let's go!
They go play action on 1st. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They're running the option, short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Complete out to the right. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Taken in by Harrison. Into the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready?
Here's Milton. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Another try following the sack. Catch is made down the right sideline.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down.
18, set up. 79 Broncos. Curve 19, curve 19. Go.
Throwing now, Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This is Allen on the give. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
79.
To the air, Lance. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Lance. Looking right, and he finds him. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Whole much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Let's go.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They're set up at the 35 now.
18, high near. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. It is caught left side. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one quarter remains in our... They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking to throw Lance. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
42, Jets 21. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Roll. Here we go, Shaq.
Here's a give to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Milton now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Panther 11. Ready?
Milton back to throw. He's going to push one deep down there. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Right back to Allen. Past midfield to the 45. Escapes a defender. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. A couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Lance. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now it's Lance. Well, the pressure, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know,
so the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
there's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Throwing is Lance. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check, go.
They start the drive with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Catch made by Austin. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the 47. Complete out to the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Third down give to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's go now.
Trying it right side with Allen. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
It's Allen again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Begins his return at the 16. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be Jets football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Milton to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Trap 60. Ready.
Here's Lance now. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Raiders about to stay unbeaten once again. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders keep running away with this. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go! Go!
They'll start this one out with Hall. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Searches from the pocket. Austin's there to haul it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Here we go, sack!
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, New York! Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Jets cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now!
Back to throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.